About next, we have got Neil Coombes joining us from the Army Benevelent Fund. Very good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom. Good to be here again.
It's lovely to have you with us to talk about this wonderful fundraising concert that's coming up. However, for those that might not be aware, what is the Army Benevelent Fund and what does it do?
Well, the Army Benevolent Fund, the ABF, stands at the forefront of support for the Army family. Last year, the ABF helped 80,000 people over 52 countries around the world. The ABF awards grants to individuals and families and also funds other charities and organisations that provide special support for soldiers, former soldiers, and their families.
Incredible. And do you have any examples of how the ABF has helped veterans?
Well, that's a good question. For example, in Canada, the ABF supported an Army veteran with limited mobility and his wife, who was disabled, by funding towards an electric vehicle so they could get around a lot easier. In Spain, a veteran had PTSD, as many do, and was struggling with his mental health. But the ABF assisted with funding for counselling sessions to help him with his symptoms. And in France, there was a veteran who moved there with his wife and had worked there for several years, but he became ill and sadly died. The ABF supported his widow with funding towards his funeral and essential food and groceries to see her through the next few weeks. So clearly, there are many other examples I could quote, but I think you get a feel of how the ABF is assisting large numbers of people across the planet. Grant applications from the charities and organisations are taken in June, November and February. And last November, 2025, the Grants Committee considered applications from 41 different charities and organisations and awarded grants to 39 of them, totaling just under £1.5 million. In comparison, the year before, November 2024, they awarded 27 awards, totaling £750,000. So you can see the scale of the increase of awards in just 1 year here, doubled in fact.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's a real international affair, isn't it? Where people being involved in the armed services all over, and a real range of activities that people can apply for during those fund applications.
Yes.
Where does that money come from? You've doubled the spend on those grant applications. Where does it all come from?
Well, clearly, the ABF is a charity, and the money has to come from donations made by the public. With this in mind, there will be a concert by the Prince of Wales Band at St David's Cathedral on Friday, the 27th of February, with a view of raising money jointly for the ABF and for the upkeep of the cathedral. So whatever's made will be split 50-50. Tickets are free to reserve. However, you're encouraged to donate as much as you are able. The suggested donation is £15. On the Pure West website, you will find information with a QR code in which you can scan unregistered today. In the past, we have filled the cathedral with over 500 people, and there were still people queuing out the door and up the hill who didn't register and they hoped to get in on the night, and of course they couldn't. We had to turn them away.
Oh gosh!
So if you want to make sure you're there, please don't delay. Do it today.
Yeah.
Doors will open at 7 p.m. for a 7:30 start. There will be a comfort break halfway through the concert, which will end at 9:30 p.m. My thanks to Pure West Radio for this chat and for putting up the information for the concert on the website. If you can't access the website, you can find information posted up in local shops in Haverfordwest and Fishguard. There's plenty of information out there.
Well, thank you so much. Bex has been watching us over on TikTok this morning. She's liking the post. She's going to go and reserve herself some tickets. I've got a copy of the poster here in my hand for those of you that are watching on social media. St. David's concert and details on the Army Benevolent Fund. All of this information is going to go on our website as well as a featured event. So you can head to purewestradio.com shortly after this interview has aired, or certainly after 10 o'clock, to reserve your tickets. Vitally important. You don't want to be like the people last year,
absolutely,
having to listen from the outside,
which they did.
There's like marching bands and army bands. There's no sound like them, and in that area, the cathedral's wonderful for music.
The acoustics are wonderful.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
So reminder of the details. It's the 27th of February. It's a St. David's Day concert featuring the band of the Prince of Wales, and doors open at 7 p.m. for a 7:30 p.m. start. Comfort break halfway through for it to finish at 9:30. Raising funds for the Army Benevolent Fund and the upkeep of the cathedral. Get your tickets now. Neil, thank you so much once again for coming in and telling us all about it.
Thank you much, Tom. I'll see you next year.
It's 9:45 here this morning on your breakfast show, Folly Farm. We still need to put one person into that main prize draw to see whether or not they can get an annual family pass to Folly Farm at the end of this month. So don't go anywhere, because it could be you. Thank you, Neil.
Thank you.
Wake up with Gina and Tom.